Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to learn some operation tools like mirror, symmetry, translate and scale command. So in some of the modification we need to use these tools. So to learn those commands we have to go to the sketcher window. For that we'll click on position sketch and the plane in which we want to work. Like I am working in YZ plane. So now you can see my screen has become normal to the plane, and these are some operation tools which we are going to learn: mirror, symmetry, translate, rotate, scale and offset. We are going to learn all these commands, and first we'll see the uses of these commands. Like if I want, so this circle, you can see it is here also, it is here also. So we can we can see the drawing is just half symmetry on both the side. So if you'll see half drawing of this side, it is the similar to this side. In that case we can use mirror command, and in other, like here also for these two circles we can use mirror command. And for this you can see multiple circles are there. For this we can use rotate command, and this elongated profile, we have another elongated profile outside the elongated profile. For this we can use offset command. So like this there are different uses, and we can use your commands as per the requirement of the drawing. So one by one we'll see all the commands with the help of some basic exercise. So first we are going to learn mirror command. Suppose there is a plate and it is having some bolting holes on the left corner, and I want the same bolting hole on the right corner. So what we'll do, we'll select the mirror command. Once we are into the mirror command, we'll select the object which we want to mirror, and then the mirror plane we have to define. Like I am taking the vertical axis as a mirror plane, so I'll click on vertical axis. You can see we got the mirror command. And what is the work of the mirror? It makes the image just behind the mirror. The distance between the mirror and the image is equal to the distance between the mirror and the object. So it works on the same principle. You can see both the distance are same. If I want to change the dimension of this, like I was just making 100, so you can see it is also here, it is also 100. Though I have used a vertical axis, you can choose any line as a mirror plane. So I have created this line. Now I want to make a mirror. So select the object, then define the mirror plane, and you will get the mirror entity. Clear? Now we'll see the symmetry command. I'm just making an entity here, and we are going to make a symmetry command. Symmetry command and mirror command are same. The only difference is in mirror command we get the source object and the target object, both the objects, but in symmetry source object has been placed to the target object. The symmetry using of the command is same. Select the object to which you want to do the symmetry, then select the mirror plane and you will get the mirrored object, but the source object is been placed in place of target object, symmetry object. Fine. From the figure itself you can see in mirror both the side geometry is there, but in symmetry only one side the geometry is there, and the other side it is just showing construction geometry. That means the source geometry has been came to the target place. Now we want to make a translate command. Like suppose I don't want to do this, but I have to make a copy of this circle, multiple copies of this circle. In that case we will choose translate command. Select the object. We have selected the object. Now in translate command we have to give the picking point. Suppose if I want to place anything from one place to another, we have to pick it from somewhere. The same way it is in the translate command, rotate command, scale command. You have to pick the component from any point. The point from where you will pick, it will take as the source dimension. So I'm just taking the center of the circle as a picking point. Now you can see circle is there in my hand, and now how many copies do you want? You want source object plus multiple copies you can create. Like here it is showing instant 1. I want 2, 3, 4, whatever the components, the number of copies you want, you can create. You can see, and the direction 360, in the rotation of 360, anywhere you can place all these 4 instant. Now I want to define the length between all the objects. Like whatever the distance between two objects will be the for all the objects. So I am taking it 25. Enter. Now you can see all the 4 objects has been placed plus source object is there. That means total 5 instant. And now I want to place it in this direction or horizontal or vertical. That is up to you. You can place accordingly. You can see. Now you'll see again. Come to the translate command. Select the entity which you want to translate. Select the picking point from where you want to pick that object, and now I want the same object to be placed here. I don't want a duplicate of this component. I just want this circle to be placed on this position. So in that case we have to uncheck duplicate, and now you can give the dimension of the target object from here also, or you can just click and give the place the component. Fine. Again we'll see translate command. Now select the object. Now I am giving picking from point here. Picking point can be any point in the screen. Now I'll just click on duplicate. I want to give 4 instant, and the distance between the component you can click by mouse also. Like I want this dimensions, so click and you can see. So this is how we can create translate command and we can get multiple copies of the source object. Now we are going to learn rotate command. So I'll just create a circle and one small entity like this, and now I'll come to the rotate command. So this is my rotate command. I'll select this entity. If you want to select the complete entity which has been created from different profiles, so you can select all the entities in the box select, or with the help of control button you can do the multiple selections. But here I will suggest always do box select. That will be the easier one. Now for the rotation also you need a center from where you want the object to be rotated. So I am taking this as a center, and now the instant and angle, at which angle you want the object to be rotated. So like this you can create multiple rotates. Clear? Now here also the same thing, duplicate. If I want to choose this one, I want to off the duplicate, select the center point, select the angle. Sorry, my selection process is wrong. Select in the box entity like this, select the center of the point and check duplicate and give the angle. So you can see. Now if this is how we can create. Now if I want the same object to be placed here also, one object, in that case we can use mirror command. Clear? Now the rotate scale command. I want this circle to be enlarged or make it small. So in that case scale command, select the circle and put the center of the option, and you can go like this. Like I want multiple scale. Here only the duplicate option is there. Either you want source object to be scaled, then uncheck duplicate. If you want source object to be in the same size and you want a new object which has been scaled, in that case you have to check duplicate. So like at present you can see my scale is 0.8. Clear? So this is how we can create a scale. And now we are going to see offset command. So this is a circle. I want offset with some distance. You can check the distance from here like this. And if you want to create multiple instant in offset, you can see. And if I want offset on both the sides, then in that case you have to check for this option. You can see offset on both the side. Now we'll see the uses of these two options. For this circle, if I am choosing any one, no difference you can see. Okay, because this one is where we have some tangencies. So I'm just creating a profile which is having some tangencies so that you can understand this command very well. Now here you can see when there is a tangency, this object always create as a one entity. But here there is no tangency, so it will not consider as a one loop. So in that case, we'll select offset command. And if we are in the very first option, you can see if there is a tangency, it will not choose. It will select the entity whichever you have. Like if I want multiple selections, then also it will do the offset for this thing only. Clear? But I want complete loop to be selected. In that case, we will choose this option. Now I'm choosing this line. So for this line, you can see here it is maintaining the tangency. That is the reason it is taking the whole loop. But it is not accepting the portion where is no tangency. So it is not showing the whole loop. But I want the whole loop to be selected in one selection. In that case, we have to choose this option. Now I'll choose this line and you can see the whole loop has been selected. So these are the categories where you can choose the option according to your uses or the requirement of the drawing. Fine. So I hope all these 6 commands are clear to you. Now we'll see one exercise where we can use all these, at least some of them. So we are going to create this exercise. So before making any exercise, always choose one center where you want to make your complete drawing as 0, 0. So what I can see in my drawing is horizontal symmetry along the vertical axis. So I can take this center as a 0 or this center as a 0. That is totally depend upon us. So I can see all the dimensions are governed from this vertical horizontal line. So I'll take this point as a 0. So what I'll do, I'll start my drawing from here itself and I'll create this elongated profile which is of radius 8 and length 74. So I'll come to the elongated profile, this and this. And as I know my this elongated profile is symmetry to vertical axis. So what I'll do, I'll just choose this and the vertical axis and give this symmetry constraint. Clear? And this line I'll make it horizontal because I have deleted the dimension. Constraint defining dialog box, make it horizontal. Fine. Now the radius of the circle, this is 8 and the distance between the both the center is 74. So this is how we have created. You can see. Clear? Now what I have to do, I have to make an elongated profile, another elongated profile which is offset and having dimension of 22 radius. So I can use a scale command or we can make another elongated profile, or we can also use offset command. So I'm just trying to use a scale command. No, not scale command, offset command. So I'll just choose this line entire loop and we'll give the dimension. Now this dimension cannot be deleted, you can see, but I have to give radius 22R. So in that case what we'll do, we'll just select this and make it, we'll see we cannot make it reference of anything, so we are not going to use this command because anyhow I have to give this as 22, but for this as 22 it is, we cannot edit, we have to do some calculation, so I avoid doing calculation, so I'm not going to use this command. What I will do, I will make another elongated profile which I find more easier to make. And now what I'll do, I'll just make this circle and this circle to be concentric to each other, and the same way like this I'm just going to delete this dimension, this circle and this circle, giving the dimensions, make it right click concentricity. Fine. Now the radius of this circle is 22. See, I avoid using calculations because if we are doing some calculation part, we make my work mistake proofing. I avoid these types of calculations. So whatever it is mentioned in the drawing, I always use those dimensions as my reference point. So now you can see the elongated profile has been created, 22R and 8R. Create this circle. So this circle I am just creating in the downward position somewhere like here. I am just making it coincidence to the vertical while making itself. So what is the dia of this circle? The dia of this circle is dia 60, and the distance from this vertical line is, sorry, horizontal line is 65. So I am giving both the dimensions. This is 65 and the dia of the circle is radius 27 it is showing. So what I'll just do, I'll just double click, make it diameter and make it 60. Clear? Now you can see my sketch is fully defined and everything is clear. Now what I'll do, I'll just create a line, or I can also create a bitangent line, this and this. You can see now I can create same bitangent line on this side also, or I can create a mirror. So in that case we'll come to the, because we have learned right away, so we'll just see with the mirror. Select this line which we want to mirror, select the mirror entity, and now we get these lines. Clear? So now we are done with these two lines also. Now we are going to create these circles. So I just created construction line circle with a PCD of 12 holes, 44 dia. Fine. This is dia 44 and I am going to make this as a construction line. So to make these, because these are not the entities of the drawing, these are the helping geometry. So I'll just select this and make it construction standard element. Now you can see it is showing construction elements. Now I'm going to create some circles. One circle, only the one circle I'm going to create. So this is the circle which I have created and I won't make it solid. By default it is selecting construction, so I'll just uncheck this. Now you can see, and this. So what is the dia of this circle? It is dia 8. Now my circle has been created. Now what I'll do, I have to make 12 holes of dia 8. So for making this, what we'll do, we'll come to the rotate command, select the circle, select the center of the circle, and how many holes we want. So 12, that means 36 degrees. So I'm just defining 36 degree here, and now you can see, and I want 12 holes. So here you know that source element and the object are object is counted separately. So what I'll do, I'll just make it 11. Oh, sorry, duplicate was not there selected. So object, duplicate, select the object, select the center, define the angle, and you are getting, I don't think so the angle is correct. Okay. Okay, I have taken the wrong angle. The angle is 30. So you can see the total. How many instants are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total 12 is there because instant plus source has been counted like in the rotate command. So you are getting the whole geometry. So now you have to fix the whole geometry. So in that case, what we can do, we can select the whole geometry and we can select it auto constraint. You can see the software has done the work for us. He has done constraining. Now we are going to make the upper portion of the drawing. So for that, let's come to the drawing. You can see this elongated profile. So we have a direct profile of circular inbuilt profile, elongated profile. So we are going to create this profile with the help of that profile only. So we'll come to the circular elongated hole. This, 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 and this. Fine. So now what we'll do, I'm just going to select this, and mid, about which we want to do the symmetry. Constraint defining dialog box, symmetry, okay. Now what I have to do, I have to define the radius of this circle. What is the radius of this circle? 18. Fine. And what is the distance from the bottom? It is 54. So we'll give this dimension as well. Constraint horizontal axis, center of the 54. So now you can see, okay, fine. Now what is the radius of this circle? This is 20r and this is 56r. So we'll define this as 20 and this as 56. Now you can see it is showing over constraint. So I'm just making it reference. Center of the profile is not concentric. So what I'll do, I'll just remove the concentricity of this circle. This now will give the dimension of the, now you can see both the dimensions are possible because it was taking a concentric, which was not possible. Now the distance between these two circles, that is 66. So we are done with the profile. You can see how simple it is. Now I have to create inner circle. So I have created here and now I'm just selecting this circle and this circle and going to the constraint defining dialog box, make it concentricity. Fine. Now give the dimension of this circle. What is the dia of this circle? I think so it is dia 16. So here it is a radius. So what I am going to do, I am just going to make it diameter by double clicking on the dimension and make it 16. By this our work become easier. So we have to follow these rules. Now the mirror command. I have already selected the object. You can do like this way also and select the plane about which you want to mirror and I have got the, that's completed. Now what is left in our drawing is this radius, that is R22. So what I'll do, I'll just use corner command, but for precautions I am not going to use a trim corner command, but I am going to use corner command with standard line. So this and this and this is C. Sorry, I have chosen wrong option. I am going to use no trim option, this one. So this And this, why am I using no trim option? Because I can trim on my own. That will be a much easier option. And I'm just going to mirror this. By now I'm getting the whole drawing has been completed. Now what I will do, I will just trim the extra portion. Like here it is perfect in the downward. You can see this line is not there. So what I'll do, I'll just trim this. So for that we'll use quick trim. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this and don't want this and this. So now you can see my profile is perfect. This is the drawing which we have created. This is how it is looking, and mine is also looking the same. Now we'll just exit. We can see the profile is similar to what it was asked in the drawing. So like this we can create any drawings which we want to create. And for your practice, I am going to make these drawings in other sessions. I hope you like my video. So if you like my video, then please do like and subscribe my channel.